In this episode,
The Australian military takes on its toughest opponent yet.
He is used to being the boss. And sometimes he wants to be the boss at home too, but he can't always do that.
Army officer Anthony is adamant they should move.
You are so teamless, it is insane, isn't it?
I am so out of that.
While polar opposite wife Tracy is a creature of habit.
Are we there yet? It's a long way.
You have to be open-minded about
I am
this stuff.
open-minded.
Who will win the war?
Are we ever going to be able to agree on what it is we want to do?
Are you going to love it, or are you going to list it? We are in South Australia.
We are, for the first time.
Yeah.
It's very pretty around here, Andrew. I like it. And Adelaide, it's a thriving artistic centre. Music festivals, arts festivals, theatre festivals, it's got the lot.
I know it's got one major festival.
Well, the Fringe.
That's it, yes.
The Adelaide Fringe, which is apparently the largest fringe festival outside.
Did you ever have a big fringe?
Funnily enough, I did.
Did you?
I had a very big fringe, Mr. Winter.
One couple who have set up base on the fringes of Adelaide are sales merchandiser and avid gardener Tracy and her husband Anthony, an army officer.
They live in the picturesque suburb of Tea Tree Gully, 30 minutes from the centre of town. Their kids are leaving home and war is looming over relocating their headquarters.
Of course I'm going to win the battle.
Military man Anthony wants to decamp to new digs.
Well, I definitely want to list it. We've been in this house for 10 years. We're ready for a change.
While the more sentimental Tracy is emotionally invested in the family home.
I'm team love it because it's where we brought the kids up. I am the kind of person that likes to set down roots and stay in one place. And I like the feeling of coming home.
Well, I put a lot of myself into this home too, but I'm not emotionally attached to this home. I do like change. My life in the army has allowed me to move around. It's part of my lifestyle. The thought of me living somewhere else excites me. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the thought of having to do new things in a new house.
So it'd be nice to put our roots down for a little longer than 10 years, don't you think?
Yes, dear.
I love the location of this house. We wake up in bed and as soon as we draw the curtains, we look out onto gum trees and a beautiful deck. And I love the garden, maybe even more so. I can't imagine finding something with this aspect and sense of privacy in another area that we could afford.
Yeah, for me, I find the house is very dark. The rooms are quite small and they don't work together. It's like a circular pattern in the house. We walk around from room to room in a circle.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, the kitchen particularly, we're forever walking through there. When we bought this house, it really needed a lot of work. In fact, it really was from the 70s and it's getting old. It needs a lot of maintenance.
But it's a pleasurable kind of maintenance.
Yeah, but I'm the one who does all the hard lifting.
Not really. He digs a hole and sweeps up a leaf every now and then, that's about it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, darling.
Look, I'm wearing, you might think it's just a green polo. Camouflage.
Oh, ready for battle. That must be the gully.
You know a gully when you see one, don't
I do
you?
know. Oh, good. That's quite ordinary. It certainly is a nice spot, Neale, isn't it?
Very pretty.
What do you think? 70s or 80s, maybe?
I'd say late 70s.
Hello there.
Hi, guys. Welcome to our home.
Good to meet you. Who's this little one?
This is Kobe.
Hello, Kobe. Can't wait to see your house.
Permission to inspect base camp?
Yeah. Carry on.
While Tracy and Anthony take their four-legged friend for a forage, we're going to have a sniff around the house. This 70s classic is set on a massive 996 square metre block. Inside, there are 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a laundry and a study. There are also 2 living areas, a formal dining room and a kitchen in the centre of the house.
Well,
a layout as I expected it would be. I must admit that window has got the most beautiful outlook.
It's so neat. You actually look quite scruffy in here, Andrew.
I have to say, there's nothing obviously bad with it.
A classic of its era, too. It's a typical late 1970s room.
Little bit dated here and there.
Loving this arch. Not.
And, of course, because of the era, I am predicting that that is going to be the dining area leading to the kitchen. Am I right? Ah, yes, what a surprise. Look, again, the kitchen is where I'd expect it to be. They've clearly had it all refitted.
Look, the kitchen's not in a bad state, but it's in the wrong position.
It's where they were, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This type of property. It kind of just feels like a corridor, doesn't it?
It does. And I bet there's, yes, there is, pantry running behind the kitchen.
And I mean, we've got a second living space there that, I don't know, feels more like a corridor. Should we go and investigate?
Yeah.
You go that way.
I'll go this way.
I'll go here. OK. Master bedroom with terrace overlooking the gully. It's not bad. And a remodelled ensuite.
Fairly small bedroom. OK bathroom. Remodelled, but not very exciting.
Another quite small bedroom. But the view's great.
Look, the house has definitely got some opportunities, but it's dated. It feels like the house I grew up in as a kid.
Oh, it's not that old.
Actually,
Got indoor toilets and everything.
Andrew, it is exactly that old, and it needs to be dragged kicking and screaming into now. It's got a lot going for it. It's got this amazing location. It's got those beautiful views. It's quite big and spacious.
And even with all that space on a whopping block of land and amazing aspect, the current valuation is $530,000. Your money goes a long way down here.
It's a lovely house, but it reminds me just a little bit too much of the house that I grew up in England. And that was 4 decades ago.
How many?
4, Andrew. It has a bad case of the 70s, this house.
It has. It's got a beautiful outlook, but whenever we entertain, we all end up in the kitchen, in the middle of the house, facing inwards.
I think it's a bit dated. It's dark, a bit dingy. The rooms are small. I really like open-plan houses.
It feels like you've almost got 2 separate houses divided by a kitchen.
Yeah.
What are the main areas of the house that you would like to see fixed?
I'd love a better indoor-outdoor flow, and I would love to move the kitchen too. I just cannot quite imagine where it would possibly go.
Over there, maybe on the other side of the street.
And what is the renovation budget?
The renovation budget is $80,000.
OK. It's tight. It's a tight budget, but, yeah, I can probably work with that.
So, for $80,000, Team Loveit has to give this dated house a modern makeover. The budget won't stretch to the bedrooms, so we'll focus on opening up the kitchen and living areas, creating a more indoor-outdoor flow.
So, what's on your wish list for the new home?
Modern,
Yeah.
open plan, all new, if possible.
It's interesting, the focus for me and you is exactly the same. Open plan, lovely gardens, linked to indoor and outdoor, and a good modern layout as well as a modern feel. How about location, though?
Certainly would like that. Cosmopolitan lifestyle. Somewhere we can enjoy going out for dinner and lunch, and a little bit closer to the water would be nice. Right. Somewhere we can take the dog down the beach would be right up my alley. But, you know, that might not be within the budget, so we'd have to consider what's available.
So whilst we're talking budgets, how much do you have to spend on a new home?
Around, give or take, like $700,000.
For the deposit, and then what are we looking for the...
that would be in Sydney, yeah.
With 700 grand, I've got quite an open brief. Anthony and Tracy want somewhere with better lifestyle options, but haven't specified where exactly. I'm free to flap my real estate wings. The problem is, getting closer to the city and beach costs more. They're happy to downsize, which is a bonus, and something we might have to do given their expensive lifestyle dreams.
I enjoy moving. I think it's all part of life. It stops you from getting bored, gives you new exciting opportunities.
Anthony's pretty stubborn, but I'm fairly strong-minded as well, and I have my ways.
Military man Anthony and his wife Tracy may look the picture of health and happiness, but behind closed doors they're at loggerheads over where to live.
I think we're talking divorce now.
Not quite.
While they both love the beach and city lifestyle, they live out in the bush.
I've put a lot of myself into this home, and that does make me want to stay.
For me, I do think a change would be a good thing for us.
Anthony's given the marching orders, so I'm scoping a new HQ.
But I'm working on an occupation. The $80,000 budget isn't huge, but I have some pretty big ideas.
So, Tracy and Anthony, I really got a sense that you both want the same thing. You want a modern house, you want open plan. What I'm going to do is basically rip out the old house.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
It's all going to start here, because the kitchen's the problem. The kitchen has got to be moved. It's a shame, because it's actually a nice kitchen, but it's got to go over there, in your old dining room.
The kitchen currently divides the house, blocking the energy of the home. By moving it into the old formal dining area, we'll create a more functional and sociable space, perfect for entertaining.
Sounds great.
Right up your alley, darling.
It is.
The pantry behind me is also going to go.
The pantry does need to be moved, because often people go to walk down the stairs and they walk into the pantry instead.
Oh, I can believe it.
Yeah.
This labyrinth of a house is going to be so satisfying to open up. There'll be no more getting lost in here when I'm done.
So this is where all the magic is going to happen. Right in here.
Yes.
So your butler's pantry is going there.
Really? Well, I never would have thought of putting it there. Wow, that's a big change.
We'll steal a section of the living room to build a new butler's pantry. The new position, flowing from the kitchen, will also directly access the garage with a new sliding door.
Straight in from the supermarket with the groceries, unload them from the car and into your butler's pantry. How good is that?
That will be so handy. It really will. That will be fantastic.
And that's not all. I want you both to imagine when this renovation is completed, you'll be standing here in your living room and you'll have an unbroken view from the gully right through to the back garden.
How will we achieve that?
By removing this wall.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, so I can create this open plan living space for you.
With the kitchen and pantry gone, we can remove all 6 of the internal walls and move the dining area to the centre of the house. Sliding glass doors will create that indoor-outdoor flow, and skylights in the second living area will brighten the whole home. And this split-level house also has a split-level ceiling, so I'm going to level it out to create a continuous flow.
And just to finish everything off, new floors.
Wow.
I'm going to give you a matte finish timber laminate throughout the house.
Wow, it's a big change.
Massive change. I mean, basically what I want to do is get rid of all the 1970s touch points, OK? Too many internal walls.
Yes.
Low ceiling.
Archways.
Archways.
Yes.
It's big stuff. It's a massive change, but I really believe it's going to give you the house that both of you want.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's the plan anyway.
Wow.
Do I have your permission to go ahead?
That sounds great. What do you reckon, Dale?
Love it.
Awesome,
yeah,
isn't it?
Love it.
Great.
Army Major Anthony said he likes change, while Tracy isn't quite so keen. First up on the property tour is something a bit off their radar, but I'm hoping Tracy will be open to somewhere unexpected.
Are we there yet? It's a long way.
Seems to be a long way.
Yes, we're on our way to Hallett Cove.
Oh, wow. Hallett Cove.
Okay.
Give it a chance. This search is all about pushing your buttons, pushing your boundaries, and seeing what reactions I get. And
Yep.
this time I'm playing the close to the beach trick.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to open my mind.
Tracy and Anthony said they want to be close to the beach, but they didn't say which beach. While Hallett Cove is a pretty coastal town, it is about 30 minutes drive from central Adelaide. But their $700,000 budget won't get them oceanfront any closer to town. So I want them to open their minds to this little gem. elevated to take in the view. This open-plan property has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and is set on a sizable 800 square metre block. And Hallett Cove is a downsize and empty nester haven. 30% of residents are older couples and families.
And this is why we're here. It's that view. Look at it.
Magnificent.
It really is magnificent, and this house knows it too. The whole place has been built around the seafront vista and its open plan, airy feel adds to the relaxed coastal atmosphere.
What do you think of this?
Very nice.
Wow. It's magnificent, isn't it?
It's a beautiful view. It is a beautiful view. It has got that inside-outside feel, only different.
A nice open room.
I love the ceiling height. It's nice.
I'm obviously pushing the boundaries here with location because we're quite a way south. What do you think about Hallett Cove?
Meh. Yeah, it's a little further than I expected.
But the benefit you obviously get is the peace, the quiet, and this amazing coastal area. That's the trade-off.
I took a risk on this area, and so far it hasn't paid off. But I'm not about to give up yet. I know exactly what will get Tracy's green fingers twitching.
So this is the other part that I really wanted to show you.
This is lovely here, isn't it? Lovely area.
I love
Beautiful.
the vine growing over. It's got a nice feel to it out here.
Well, there's lots more to explore. Have a good look around the living areas and the garden, and then I'll meet you downstairs in the garage. There's something else to look at down there. Enjoy, explore.
Thanks, Andrew.
Just a little more green would be good and a few less pavers, but it's got potential.
It has got a lot of potential. Rotunda's nice too.
That's really pretty.
Hopefully the garden has planted the right seeds in Tracy's mind. The rest of the house is a bed of roses too. The living and sleeping areas are modern and open, just what they're looking for.
This is a nice room.
Gee, it's quite large, isn't it?
It's got a lovely outlook and big.
And there's a little surprise as well. Through the huge undercroft garage is something that will surely make up for the location.
And then there's something in here for you, Trace.
Me? All for me?
All for you, your own pub.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That is gorgeous. And I like the way it's mine, not his.
So I have given you ocean views, walk to the beach, 2 huge living areas, the world's biggest garage, all ready to go, and, of course, just for Tracy, an amazing bar.
The bar has sold me.
If you're going to buy this house, how much do you think you'd be paying for it?
Well, for me, I'd probably think, because it's quite a long way south, about 690,000, I think.
Maybe 710.
Geez, you two are good. It's actually price guide at 700 to 730.
OK. OK.
So you see why I've come down here was because...
Yeah.
To fit in our price range, yeah.
And you've got so much here. I felt
agree.
it was a totally different proposition to your current home.
A lot of bang for buck. It does tick a lot of boxes, and it has got a gorgeous view.
I do see the logic in what you're doing too.
Yeah.
That front aspect of the house is just magnificent, I reckon. It really is, isn't it?
So I think I've done very well with this, but, you know, will you buy this house?
No.
No.
Every search is a learning curve in this game, and I've realised that Tracy and Anthony's love of the water isn't as strong as their pull to the centre. Time for a new plan of attack.
Back in Tea Tree Gully, the 70s floor plan is now a thing of the past. Demolished walls have opened the house right up, while heightened living room ceilings have created more space. This house will be unrecognisable when we're finished.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Neale.
Wow, what a hive of activity.
Yes, a lot's happened. A lot has
I
happened.
can see. These 2.8 ceilings are going to make a massive difference.
Absolutely. It'll make it much more modern, which is what Anthony wanted.
And another wall coming down here.
As we speak.
They wanted open plan,
Yes.
but there's always that moment when you walk in the front door of your home and you think, wow.
Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm your butler in your new butler's pantry. Wow. What do you think?
I love it.
It's quite a change, isn't it?
It is so open. It's a real shock.
Oh, I like the way it feels already.
Is this what you were expecting, Anthony?
Yeah, I guess, but I didn't expect them to have so much done so fast.
Oh,
No,
things move quickly in this world.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Look at where your old pantry was.
Wow.
I'm glad to see that pantry gone.
Well, you had too many rooms. That was the problem with the old house. Open plan living. That's what it's all about.
That's what we want.
It's
We?
always...
Is that a we?
It is That's what I want. We saw a lovely house yesterday that was open plan living too, so...
It was okay.
I never know what Mr. Winter's got up his sleeve, but I know what I'm going to do here, and that is to transform this house and hopefully give you the home that you've always wanted.
And it looks great. What a start. It's just, I can't believe how much space there is.
Yeah.
He said it looks great.
Something tells me this house is going to rise phoenix-like from the ashes. Tracy is obviously thrilled to say goodbye to the old house, and Anthony, between you and me, I think he loves it.
In Tea Tree Gully, Adelaide, Tracy is struggling to imagine life elsewhere.
The thought of living somewhere else is a little bit daunting to me, but I suppose a little part of me could open up to seeing what is out there.
But her Army Major husband, Anthony, wants to go AWOL and has extensive military training on his side.
I probably tried to shape Tracy into looking at things like that to see...
He's trying to manipulate me. Or...
He's a man after my own heart. He knows just how to play the game. After the first property on my search...
Will you buy this house?
No.
No. I need all the help I can get.
You couldn't find another $250,000, could you?
No, probably not right now.
OK.
Probably 20 years ago we'd have been happy to do that, wouldn't we, darling?
I guess so.
You'd have both still been at school.
Oh, you say all the nicest things. You're going to get her on site if you keep that up, mate.
I know. That's the idea.
Nothing wrong with a bit of sucking up in my book. So, today I'm taking them to the highly sought-after cosmopolitan suburb of Glenelg North. Just 10 minutes from Anthony's army barracks and a stone's throw from the beach, great shops and restaurants. This could be the perfect area for a new and exciting lifestyle. This 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home has a formal lounge and separate living area, with an indoor-outdoor feel and a huge undercover deck. And with 30% more property visits than the South Australian average, Glenelg North really is the place to be.
Wow.
This is Glenelg North, and it's a block of about 630, 640 square metres.
That's a fair size.
I like the sound of that. And it has a frangipani tree.
Oh, are they good?
That's a good thing.
There we go, the deal's done. Come on. And as we look at this house, we need open minds.
OK.
My mind is open.
Good.
I must confess, I'm a little bit nervous about this house. Glenelg North doesn't come cheap, so in order to show them this area, I've had to compromise on a few things.
So if we go straight through here...
It's a smaller, more traditional house than they want, but there is a lot that could be done here.
Here we are.
Oh.
I've taken a bit of a risk with this one because this is a fairly modest house. It's smaller than yours, but it's here in this suburb with a decent block size. I'm hoping that your desire to get to this kind of area would help you see the potential that this home has. But the beauty of it is that whilst it has so much potential to extend and make bigger and make better, all the fundamentals are here now so that you could live in it, I believe, really comfortably for the time being.
It's got a nice kitchen, Dale. Nice and big, plenty of cupboard space.
It is a very nice kitchen. I like it.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
That's fantastic. I think we're getting her on site a little bit, Andrew.
So I'll have a good old look around,
Okay.
see what you think.
Thanks, Andrew. It is great, isn't it?
What a relief! Never let it be said that Andrew Winter doesn't live on the edge.
I like this. They've all got built-ins.
Yeah.
Sometimes a home just has a good feel. This house might need a bit of work, but they both like it.
Lots of storage. I like that.
And it's in North Glenelg.
I know.
Really nice. I just think it's great.
Having an army major on my side is proving very handy indeed.
I reckon it's really nice. Really nice.
Anthony is extremely persistent.
It's lovely out here, isn't it? Great outdoor area. Plenty of plants. Put nice lounge. You know, the outdoor-indoor, that's what you wanted. That's what you've always talked about.
Has got some nice
Really is trying. You're doing my
I've
job
got to come on board. You're helping me, so let's work together. You know, there's also potential for extension. You know, that's what I like, because I like to do that sort of stuff, and we've got a capability to do that.
You are so teamless. It is insane, isn't it?
I am so out of there, but...
OK.
And she's coming round a little bit.
Kind of depends on how much the house is.
Yeah.
We are in Glenelg North. What do you think the price point or price guide is for this house?
I was thinking around 680, 690.
I think about 720, really. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, the price guide the agents let us have is 630 to 690.
Wow.
Oh,
That's excellent.
that changes things.
And that gives us scope for extension.
You might as well just join Team Listed then.
It is kind of pretty.
I mean, you love it down here. We've got the beach. We walk down there with the
but
dog.
I love what Neale is going to do to our house at Tea Tree Gully.
Neale.
I know, it's weird.
Comes along with his iPad and a couple of cushions and a shiny head, and you think he's going to do wonders.
I know.
I don't
It does do wonders.
know. We'll see.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Good, how's it going, mate?
Really well, thanks.
Starting to look like a house again.
Yeah, we've sort of got the ceilings back up again, so it's coming along pretty well now.
This reno is coming on with military precision. Ceilings have been lifted, walls have been built, new flooring is going down. And using large glass doors and windows, we've opened the house up even more to create that light-filled space Anthony and Tracy want.
I can't wait to see what's inside.
I know, it'd be amazing. What a messy front, though. Look at all that.
Hi.
Hi, Neale.
Oh, how are you?
I'm very good. It's all happening in here today, though.
It looks fantastic.
Wow.
I like the floors. They look good.
It's going to look fantastic, isn't it? I think that sort of smoky grey laminate is the perfect choice for in here.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to work so well with everything else we're planning.
And the height of the ceilings as well. A sense of openness that I love.
And the walls have been sheeted, the cornicing's going in. It's your butler's pantry over there.
Isn't that great?
We've moved on a long way from when we were last standing here.
It feels fantastic.
That's a huge big window.
It is amazing, isn't it? What a change that makes. Even on a dull day like today, you've got so much more light in here than you used to have.
I love the feeling that it gives. And it really leads out to the outside beautifully.
Gee, Andrew better be finding me some big windows like that, I reckon.
He won't.
He won't. This stage of the reno is always the best. Anthony and Tracy can now see how their home is taking shape. No more imagination required. The possibilities are through the roof.
Oh, I love this skylight.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
It's light and space. Makes a huge difference to this room. The light that it brings in.
It is amazing. Look, I mean, it's nice and open, and I think...
It's everything I hoped it would be and more, to be honest.
But my problem is, I'm going to have difficulty on the day because you're going to see this all dressed up, looking like a display home. Now, Andrew and I, we're trying to find beautiful houses for you, but they won't be display homes, so you have to be open-minded about
I am
this.
open-minded.
Yeah,
I
know,
am open-minded. I'm enjoying the journey of looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
I really am. But look at it.
At the last property, Tracy started to open her mind to moving. But I hear that Mr. Whitaker is doing quite a good job at Tea Tree Gully. Still, one thing I could always rely on is Army Major Anthony's dogged persistence.
This is fantastic. New experiences, new places, where we want to live. That's the most important thing. Near the beach, the dog loves the beach.
You know, we're going to live with a gorgeous outlook of a leafy gully.
Any ideas where we could be going for our third property?
Not a clue.
Not a clue, but I would imagine, because we've got to try and persuade Tracy, that we're probably looking somewhere closer to the hills, I reckon.
Honestly, it's like he's on the payroll, because he's right. Today we're meeting in the middle, in Magill. It's halfway between the beach at Glenelg North and the leafy Tea Tree Gully that Tracy so loves. Not only that, but there's a national park nearby and the lifestyle options they want. This modern, open-plan three-bedroom house has 2 bathrooms and an intimate backyard for Tracy to get pruning. And with an annual growth rate of 5%, Magill is a solid place to be. So here we are, Magill. I've gone for the geography killer with this one.
This is great. This has looked good to me.
I'm actually quite excited. If I was to go anywhere, this is where I would go.
OK, all right, well, this is the house. Come and have a look.
Wow.
The words nailed and it come to mind right now. And inside there's an open-plan living area to rival Neale's Reno. And an indoor-outdoor flow into a very pretty manicured garden. It's everything Tracy's looking for.
So we are at the back of the house with the main living area. Single level, high ceilings, very new.
Isn't it?
Good.
Yeah, really nice and open too. Nice and open plan.
Lovely light in here.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
It's got a really nice feel to it, this back area here.
It has.
I like it.
Yeah, nice and spacious.
Sorry, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Say
I
that
like
again.
it. I like it.
I like it, she said. Just make a note of that, Anthony, OK?
Like, not love, but...
No, it's good.
But it's Magill!
Yeah,
I know, it's exactly what we're after.
Oh, it's
How good is that?
somewhere that I would consider being.
Have a wander around the rest of the house and I'll meet you outside in that beautiful landscaped garden.
It does look
Go,
pretty.
have a wander.
Tracy is so hard to read. One minute she's hot, the next she's cold. Hopefully the rest of the house will swing it for me.
Oh, this is nice.
This is good, really nice and airy, isn't it?
And the high ceilings. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, this is nice too.
Yeah, it's good. Storage. This must be the main bedroom now.
It could be a couple of metres wider. It's
Yeah.
pretty small.
But this is Magill. Not a lot of land in Magill.
I guess so.
Not much
That's
room
the
on
compromise that has to be made.
block. It does.
Ah! Still smiling, I see.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
It is.
A little small. Only a little bit. The bedrooms are a bit small.
Yeah, we are in Magill, though.
I know it's a compromise.
The enthusiasm beginning to wave a little bit, is it?
A little bit. I'm a little torn, because it is lovely.
Yes, this is a bit smaller, but it is reflected in the price.
I am really curious about the price, Andrew.
Any ideas, would you?
I reckon about 600. Yeah, 600,000.
Tracy?
I think very low 600s.
OK, the price guide here is 565 to 585.
Oh.
Wow. That's interesting, isn't it?
Think of all those lovely holidays
Yeah,
and
that's right.
gifts you could give each other. And
Well, we could just buy it, rent it out for a while and move in later, Dale.
Hank, so that would still be a teamistic win, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yes, yeah, that's
It's a bit
Absolutely.
vague, but...
Yeah, vague's fine. I just take a win.
That's right.
I do love the area, and I love the fact that that conservationist park is right at the back there. I love that. But it's small.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a compromise. It is smaller, but we did want to think about downsizing it a little bit.
Still haven't seen our house yet.
No, and that's obviously the excitement of waiting for our house.
Well, I really need to see that.
Yeah, before you can make some sort of
Yeah.
decision.
Tea Tree Gully residents Tracy and Anthony are at a crossroads.
Their kids are flying the nest and it's time for something new.
We're ready for a new house. Well, I am anyway. I know Tracy isn't, but I am.
She isn't. She just wants an update to her old house.
I like the floors. They look good. And the height of the ceilings as well. A sense of openness that I love.
But Army man Anthony is so desperate to move, he's doing my job for me.
This is a nice environment here. It's got the inside, outside, and it's also got a beautiful garden.
Yes. I know.
I knew if I hung back long enough, you'd get the drinks in.
I got you a lemonade.
Thank you. What a pub, what a great place.
Isn't it fantastic?
And literally just around the corner from Tracy and Anthony's.
Staggering distance from the pub.
It shows it's quite a nice area, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So how did the renovation go?
It went really well.
Did it?
I'm actually quite excited by this one.
Oh, great.
Sorry, Andrew, but I am. It feels very fresh and modern now.
So my search for them was quite broad because there wasn't anything definitive that was wrong or that they wanted. It was trying to show them options.
And how did it go?
Yeah, it went quite well, actually. It was a bit of a rocky start, but it was the second property that really got both of them excited because it's very central, close to the beach, an area that they didn't actually think they could afford, so I was sort of getting them into the edge of it. So I've given them the options. I'm trying to sort of drip feed in the potential there to Tracy. Whether it's enough, I don't know. Depends, obviously, on what you've done to their house and how well you've done it.
I think Tracy has always craved a real home with some character. She didn't have it before.
Yeah.
She's got it now in her new place.
If you've managed to put character into that bland box, I'll be very impressed.
That bland box is now stuffed full of character.
But if I'm very impressed, obviously, I won't tell you.
Anyway, come on. We've got to get and see Anthony and Tracy.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm hoping for more than just a lemonade at the end of this. Put the rosé on ice for Team List It.
Here you go.
Well, hello.
Hello, guys. How are you?
All right.
Are you as nervous as we are?
No, I'm excited.
I'm nervous.
I'm very nervous. I've just been inside.
Well, it's a nail-biting time.
It is indeed.
But I can't wait to show you inside.
Well, I'm going to probably go back to the pub and have a drink. Off you go.
See you later.
Good luck.
See you soon.
See you later.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
It's
my
beautiful.
God. This is magnificent.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Welcome to the 21st century.
What a difference. It's so modern.
The colours. I love the colour. The space.
Furniture, the lightness, it's so light and airy. It's amazing. The difference is just unbelievable.
It's stunning. I absolutely love it.
Tracy and Anthony's home was once a dated, tired rabbit warren. By removing internal walls and changing the layout, we've opened up the space to create a bright, modern home. The living room now has views from the garden to the gully, and the new door lets that Adelaide sun pour in. Soft tones and verdant patterns bring an organic feel to the space.
Oh, the colours.
Walking
The
straight
light.
into the indoor
Space.
pantry. Look at the pantry. It's gone.
The old kitchen and pantry were in the middle of this house, giving it a cramped and confined feel. So by moving them to a more practical location, we've created a central dining area at the heart of the home. Neutral tones paired with splashes of soft colour add sophistication and character to the space. The old kitchen windows are gone, and in their place, glass doors which lead directly to Tracy's sanctuary, the garden.
We did want that indoor-outdoor flow, and we've really got it.
Look, the very first time I ever walked into this house, I knew that this is how it could look. I wanted to bring the colours of the garden indoors.
You've really done that.
I really
You've
wanted to
done
make
it in
that...
spades.
And for you, Anthony, I wanted to give you a modern house because I knew that's what you wanted.
Magnificent. Let's get the coffee on. How good is
Coffee,
this?
champagne.
Come, you've got to take it all in first,
This
Anthony.
is just beautiful. Tell you what, you're making it really tough for Andrew. I'll tell you, he's going to have all sorts of problems now.
He's going to have even more problems when Tracy and Anthony take a closer look at their state-of-the-art entertainer's kitchen.
Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful.
Look at the different colours in it.
I love it. I love the sleek black look as well. Looks beautiful.
The sleek black tones are softened by the mottled grey of the concrete benchtop. Warm, natural finishes and luxurious fixtures and fittings make this kitchen perfect for a host like Tracy.
Anthony, look. 2 ovens.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, it's going to be so good to cook with.
And it's not just the cooking that's exciting in this kitchen.
Oh, Anthony, look at the Butler's pantry.
Oh, my God.
Wine storage.
Look at the lighting here.
Shelving.
Look at
It's
the lighting.
gorgeous.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's great.
And last but by no means least is the family room. Once a dark, uninspiring room accessed through the kitchen, it's now a bright, sunny environment with extra light and statement colour.
Well, the very first time I met you both, I said I wanted to give you living zones. And now, standing here, you can see exactly that.
Yes.
The kitchen zone, the dining zone, the living zone, and your secondary living zone here. This will allow you to live life the way you want to live it in this house.
Yes.
The structure of the house is great. It's all segmented, it's all in lines, just typical army life. Left, right, left, right. Just the way I like everything.
So it passes muster. Ooh, muster! It passes muster!
Yes, it is fantastic.
Thank goodness there's no cushion brigade in the army. I don't think it's the place for Neale. Me, on the other hand, I think I'd be rather good. Just call me Lance Corporal Listed.
OK, Neale has done an amazing job.
He's ticked every box.
He does that.
But I think we've seen 3 houses in 3 different areas, which are lovely houses.
Well, your property search for me was pretty unique in respect that geography-wise, we were there, and there.
Yeah.
I mean, the distance between the 3 was huge, but that was really because you weren't quite sure.
Yeah, I really do love Magill. It's a great character suburb. I just didn't really think it was within our price range, but you've shown me differently.
I think, you know, Tracy is now open to other avenues and different types of house.
I am. It's a bit of a cliche, but the journey has opened my eyes.
There's one other element, of course, we have to discuss if you're going to join Team Listed, and that's what this place is worth. Now, before this average renovation, it was valued in the region of 530,000.
OK.
Afterwards, it's been valued at 535. No. Don't worry, I got you going, didn't it? No. Would this smile be if it was 535? Now the valuation is 690,000.
Wow, that's excellent. We can get something great somewhere else now, Dale.
Yes. You're such a teamlistic guy, I love you.
He always has been
I'm
right from the
trying.
start.
Yeah. Magill sounds good. Glenelg North sounds good.
Come on.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Tracy and Anthony spent $80,000 on their reno, but the value has increased by an enormous $160,000. Very helpful for the new listed budget.
Definite. Joining Team Listed.
Really? You can read that?
No, I'm guessing. I'm hoping.
I think they're really hard to read.
The outlook is beautiful. The inside is beautiful. But, you know, we've been here a long time. I really would like to have another journey in our life somewhere else, living somewhere else.
He is so on Team Listed. You could have made this a mansion and put a river out the back. He still would have wanted to be on Team Listed.
But she is so Team Love It. She's so Team Love It. I mean, they're both absolutely adamant that they're right.
Are we ever going to be able to agree on what it is we want to do?
Yeah, well, I don't think we'll agree completely, but obviously we'll come up with a mutual decision that will suit both of us, I'm sure. I suppose we better go
Will
and
it
see.
though?
Yeah.
So, well, are you moving then? I can't.
Slow down.
Oh, sorry. You
There
know
is a
what I'm
process, Andrew, we have to go through.
I know. You know I get a bit tense at this
You do. A
point
bit
in time.
overexcited as well. Tracy and Anthony, Team Love It has transformed your 70s house to give you the character and functionality that you need to make this your forever home.
And you've done a good job.
I hope that's what it's
good
going to
job.
be.
Done a good job.
It's done a fantastic job.
He's taken a few walls down,
Pretty
hasn't
fantastic.
he? Moved a kitchen and put some new flooring in.
That's all. Yeah, that's
all. But Team Listed and Anthony wanted a fresh start, a
Yep.
change, and was hoping that Tracy would come along on the journey. I mean, if you don't want to, that's fair enough. You could still go on your own. Just put it out there.
Yeah, I could find a nice pad somewhere, I suppose.
Something in the
yeah.
city.
I wouldn't get away with that, though, mate. I really wouldn't.
The honesty is, here we are. This is still the same house. I showed you 3 very different options in pretty different locations.
You worked hard. You did a really good job too.
Now, can we please ask?
Yes, OK, I
off
think
you
we
go.
have to. So, are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
What do you think? Up to you.
It's not up to me.
Oh, my God, this is so much tension, Neale. Oh, dear.
Where are you going to?
I wish you'd hurry up. I'm going to have to go back to that pub in a minute.
Well, you're not going to believe it, but we're going to love it.
Anthony, why?
It's the house of my dreams now. It has everything that I wanted in the house and didn't have before. And now I have it all. How can I leave? But for now.
For now?
For now.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, so that makes it worse. It's an equal.
As in a couple
we're
of
going to
years.
love it for now, because our life's changing and our children are leaving.
And like I said, it has opened up my mind.
Is that a draw?
Well, why don't you finish it off with an arm wrestle to see you can... Private winner, front and centre!
Private Winter reporting for duty, sir!
You have failed me. I'm stuck in this house now.
I know.
Private Whitaker, you might as well join in, because you've done such a good job in the house.
Yes.
I'm now here forever. Star jumps on my command. 1,
Whoa!
2,
2.
Get it together, man.
Let's get out of here. This is the last time we work with the army.